live with Tao. Feeling is the way to transformation. There are two dimensions, feeling and thinking and thought. The first thing in the process of transformation is multidimensional. It incorporates so many things, not one aspect. First thing is not to think but feel. These are two different dimensions, and we have become so much intellect oriented that when we say we are feeling, we are not really feeling, instead we are thinking. Feeling has completely stopped. It has become a dead organ in you. The first effort of the master is to revive that organ of feeling in you. Even when you say, I love, it is not a feeling, it is a thought. Now, introspect within you. When you say, you love, is it a feeling or a thought? It has transformed from thought to feeling. Feeling is much deeper. When love is a thinking, you need the dimension of body. You need sex and many other things. When love becomes a feeling, it has transcended the dimension of the body, dimension of the mind, and all other dimensions. It becomes just a presence. Then love is not, that feeling of love becomes a presence that surrounds you. When I say presence, a presence, love as a presence surrounds you in and out. Your eyes express it. When you have entered into the feeling of love for someone, and that person has become the presence for you, then your eyes express that. Your gestures express that. And it is not one-dimensional. Then it is beyond all that relates at different levels. It is just presence. You can share this presence with others. It has nothing to do with physical interaction or sex. Unless love reaches that dimension, when it is not bound by anything, I mean bound by anything, physical touch, physical presence, hugs, or whatsoever you may call, then it has become a presence around you. And that is when the process of transformation begins around you. So, this is what in Sufi terminology, when Lala ji said, पहले जज्ब और फिर सुलूक के मुकाम की सैर करवानी चाहिए. In the process of the transformation of a seeker, the journey of a seeker must begin at the level of love, jazb. And then when you move to the dimension of the mind, there is no downfall. So the Master creates his presence around you, makes love does not remain, your love for him does not remain a thinking, instead it becomes feeling. Every part of your body, every part of your being pulsates with that feeling. The feeling is so intense that at times you cannot explain that in words, but it surrounds you, it flows within you, it nourishes and nurtures you. That feeling of love nourishes and nurtures you. And when it flows through your gestures, through your dealing with others, it brings transformation in them, whether they are aware of it or not. We have become intellect oriented. So the first thing of the Master is to bring your energy from the intellect level to the level of feeling. But most of the time, when your journey begins, you are not feeling, you are thinking. But now introspect. Is your love for the Master a thinking or a feeling? If it is thinking, you need the physical presence. And if it is a feeling, then you do not need the physical presence. Just the very thought of the Master brings just a remembrance, and you are filled with that energy, feeling. And what is the difference between feeling and thought? If you feel, you will feel yourself centered near heart. And if I say, or if you say, I love you, this very feeling of love is flowing from your heart center. The center will be near heart. If it is a thought, it will come from head. It will not vibrate anything in your body. When you say, you love me, it is a feeling, your every pore of your body, every part, every cell of your body overflows, echoes that feeling that you love me. This can happen, and this is the only thing that brings transformation. Love is not bound by the gender, sex, caste, or creed. It is the energy that overflows from the heart center towards, it fulfills you first, then it flows out of you towards the entire cosmos. This is what is Karuna, compassion of Buddha. If you feel, you will feel yourself being centered near heart. If you say, Master, I love you, the very feeling of love flows from your heart. Every cell of your body begins to pulsate with that. The center, the heart that was dormant, begins to be pulsating with new life force. It becomes alive, as if the light is lit deep within. And that moment, you are light onto yourself. This is light of awareness, light of love. If it is just a thought, when you love someone, try to feel whether it is coming from the head. And if it is coming from head, you need the physical presence. You need all that relates to the physical. You want to interact with that person at the physical level. When love emanates as a feeling from your center deep within, then you do not need the physical presence. You do not need the physical presence. You do not interaction at that level either. Whenever you deeply feel someone, love is a feeling deep within. I feel you. When you say that, you feel it deep within you. And when you feel deep within you, the presence surrounds you in the air, in the chirping of the birds, in the breeze flowing, in the rainbow, in the clouds, in the sun rays, in the coolness of the moon. Everywhere you feel that presence. It has become cosmic presence. Whenever you deeply feel you are headless, in that moment there is no head. Certainly there cannot be. The heart becomes your whole being. There is a different kind of a feeling fills your entire being that you cannot, even if you try to put into the words, you cannot, because you are not yet articulate to put into the words. The master becomes articulate to express your feelings towards him as well, as if the head has disappeared. In feeling, the center of the being is heart, while you are thinking the center of the being is head. But thinking proves very useful for survival. Survival in the outer world. So we have stopped everything else. All other dimensions of our being have stopped working. They have become closed. We are just heads. The body is just a situation for head to exist. So the first in the process of transformation is to revive that feeling into you. Then that's why I said love is an unseen but realized truth. Love is unseen but realized truth. It pronounces aesthetic beauties and it speaks through silent gestures. Love is a silent gesture. It speaks through the eyes. It speaks through your entire presence. All other dimensions are irrelevant. Body is no more a situation for head to exist. You look at the flower. When you look at the flower, you immediately say it is beautiful. Ponder over the fact. Linger over the fact. Don't give a hurried judgment. Wait and then see whether this feeling, whether this what you see is coming from head or head that you have said the flower is beautiful. or whether you have felt the beauty in the flower. If you feel the beauty in the flower, then you will understand the very meaning of what meditation is. When you feel the presence of the flower, you do not want to pick it up. You want to nourish and nurture that plant, nurture that flower, so that it continues its journey and then it becomes the seed. If it is the feeling that the flower is beautiful, or the feeling of love is arising from the head, then you want to pick up that flower and smell it. Or if it arises with that person, you want to enter into various dimensions of it, then sex becomes important. When love is a feeling, slowly and slowly sex disappears. There remains a presence. That presence is orgasmic. That presence is so fulfilling that all other dimensions, dimension of sex, orgasm through sex, becomes immaterial to you. It simply remains. That is when I say the cosmic orgasm. Buddha is in cosmic orgasm. At that level, love becomes the cosmic orgasm. And if your feeling of love is for one person or someone or for your master, then physical presence is not needed. The physical association is not needed, unless it is necessary for the growth of the transformation or for some research purposes. Is it just a routine thing, or you have felt it? Because you know a rose is beautiful, you know it. Suppose rose supposed to be beautiful, and it is a symbol of love. So you pick up the flower and give it to your spouse, to the person for whom you think you have love. People say it is beautiful, so you also know that it is beautiful. It is arising out of your mind. The moment you see the rose, mind supplies you with answers. It says it's beautiful, wow. Finished. With wow, everything is finished. Wow is a very deep feeling. Now there is no contact between you and the rose. Is finished. It is beautiful. I'll give you an example. When I used to have the radio program, so the people were interested in the script, and the script was given. Whosoever wants that, they can get the script at the cost of the photocopying of that. So one of my friend, he was a priest. So I asked him, I did not see you the last time. He said, no, I came and I collected the script and I used it. What did he do? He used the script. So the script was beautiful. He said this was beautiful, very informative, and I used it. So for you, rose is beautiful, informative. It helps you to communicate. So you pick up the flower or buy it from the flower shop and give it to your whosoever you want to give. and then the moment you give, the person says, wow, it's beautiful, finished. There is no need. You have said, now you have moved to something else. You have given the flower on the Valentine Day. You said, the person exchanged a gift. You said, wow. She said, wow. Everything finished. Now you can move to something else. Without any communion with the rose, the mind did not allow you to even get the glimpse of the rose, its tenderness, its delicacy of the petals, the color, the aliveness of the color. The mind came in between, and heart could not come to touch the rose, feel its presence, feel its aliveness of the color, aliveness of the lines on the petals. Only the heart can say whether it is beautiful or not. Because beauty is a feeling. Just as love is a feeling, beauty is a feeling, not a concept. You cannot say from the head that it is beautiful. How can you say? When you say from the heart, from the head, you have heard about it, the rose is beautiful. You have heard someone. Beauty is not mathematics. It is not measured in terms of numbers. And beauty is not really just in the rose. And remember, the beauty is not just in the rose. Because to someone else it may not be beautiful at all. And to someone else will just pass without looking at it. And to someone else it may be even ugly. He may look at the thorns that are there around it. The beauty does not exist simply in the rose. The beauty exists in a meeting of the heart with the rose. When heart communicates with the rose flower, then in that meeting, beauty is born. In that meeting, love is born. When the heart meets rose flower, beauty is born. When the heart meets its counterpart, love is born. When the heart meets the rose, the beauty flowers, beauty pulsates. When heart comes in deep contact with anything, a great phenomena happens. An alchemical phenomena happens. When heart comes in contact with another heart pulsating, then a great phenomena happens. A feeling arises in you. You may give it a name and call it love, but it is like an electric current passed through the entire body. The entire body begins to pulsate with that rhythm. That is what love is. If you come in deep contact with any person, first the person becomes beautiful. Deeper the contact, the more beauty is released. But beauty is a phenomenon that happens to the heart. And when beauty attains fruition, it becomes love. Love and beauty are not two but one. But beauty is a phenomena that happens to the heart, just like love is a phenomena that happens to the heart, not to the mind. It is not a calculation, and there is no criteria for you to judge it. It is a feeling. So I say, rose is beautiful. You cannot argue about it. There is no need to argue. You will say, that is your feeling. And rose is beautiful. This is my feeling. There is no question of argument. Heads can argue. Hearts do not argue. Hearts flow with it. It is finished. Full stop. If I say this is my feeling, then there is no question for argument. Love is my feeling. My love for you is my feeling. It manifests through silence gestures and pronounces aesthetic beauties. Pronounces aesthetic beauties. And then it becomes a source of inspiration and it transforms you. Feel it within. Enough for now. But this overflow will continue.